I've decided to swim the English Channel.
What do you mean?
I'm going to swim the English Channel.
No, I'm saying...
I wasn't asking. Please pass the bread.
The film shows how Gertrude Ederle swims to her favorite song, and it just keeps playing on a loop, basically. Which song could you swim to without end?
That's so funny. We were talking about this earlier. I would say probably Mulan, I'll Make a Man Out of You. It makes me feel strong and capable. And I always imagine the sequence in Mulan that it is when Mulan thinks that she can't do what everyone else is doing, and then she ties the things around the post and climbs up. Oh, such a good movie moment. So that would be my choice.
That's a really good answer.
The thing you love most, it terrifies me. I can't imagine something happens to you.
They're rooting against you, Trudy. They want the water to win.
I came all this way. Might as well see England.
When I swim, my mind often wanders off to somewhere. Has that happened to you too? And if so, what's the weirdest thing you've thought about while swimming?
Well, seeing as my main experience with swimming was during this film, my mind never really wandered beyond keep going. So when we were in there was so much sort of to technically think about. So often I was thinking about my stroke and my bent arm because Trudy had a bent arm. So there was all that I was thinking about. But there were also so many timing things to think about, like the shot where, in the sequence where Trudy starts winning, they did this amazing crane shot, but I knew the moment it touched the water, I had to be in a certain position and then it was going to cut. So there was so much to think about. So there was really no room for my mind to drift. And then when we were in the sea, I was thinking, please don't be eaten by a shark. Am I in the right position? Just keep going. So I'd love to say I got to that meditative spot where I thought about other things, but I never reached that.
So glad you weren't eaten by a shark, by the way. Just to put that
me too.
They don't want us to be heroes. They don't want us to be anything.
Jellyfish! She's gonna have to swim through.
Trudy has to swim through a swarm of jellyfish. As an actress, how difficult is it to get the perfect jellyfish sting scream right in the water?
That is hilarious. I mean, the thing that's weird is screaming in water is so strange. And also, because then when I was screaming out of the water, but then you have to breathe in, I don't know. At that time, to get the perfect jellyfish sting scream, I had to rely on Joachim. I had to say, I did the take and was like, is this okay? And he told me it was good, so I guess it was good, but it was so strange because that was one of the moments you really, because also I was sprinting at that time, like sprinting, swimming, and it was really imagining getting through it and the pain that she would have been in. Yeah, there are certain things you just can't figure out how they're going to turn out, and that was one of them.
Of course, all the swimming was probably the most demanding part of the shoot, but what was the most challenging thing outside of the water?
There were 3 scenes for me that I would say not difficult to film, but I was excited to sort of see what happened. One being Trudy coming back from the Olympics, and it's really her lowest moment, and that conversation with her sister. I had actually done that scene with a few people when we were trying to find the Meg. And once you've done something a few times, you sort of lose sense of how you're going to do it. So that was interesting getting into that. And then the scene with my mother where she's telling me about her twin, because I was trying so hard to not cry my eyes out, basically. But again, it wasn't such a demonstrative time. So then it's an interesting thing socially of not showing as much as I might be inclined to. And then the scene where Trudy's dad and sister come back for her, and doing that felt so, because it's such a beautiful moment. So they were things that I thought, I don't know how this is going to go, but I was really excited to see what might happen.
How fast did you swim 100 meters before the project, and how fast do you swim it now?
I don't know. I actually don't know. I think Siobhan Marie O'Connor, who coached us, I'm sure she timed me, but we never, I don't know. I don't know what it was. I mean, right now, I haven't been swimming in 2 years. So right now it would be no bueno. But at the time, I would say I was pretty quick, yeah.
Trudy, you don't have to do this.
I don't know. Seems like a nice day for a swim.